Good day, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening, as we're now here on Monday, the 25th of August, 2025. All right, my friends, about 7:30 at night. I'm later than normal. A very mixed bag in the stock market. Wild evening so far in the gold. The market's open 34.10, made a drop to 33.96, and just come up just moments ago and made a new high. In the dollar, you had a big break on Friday, a big rally today, and tonight you're sort of settling in down about 19 points. Energies are pulling back a little bit. You know, I just heard, literally just heard, that the president is going to fire now Lisa Cook, the Fed governor. He believes he has cause, and he's going to do it. I don't know if he's done it yet or not. We'll find out. But I just saw that quote come from, I think it was CNBC just had that. And he's also talking of changing the Department of Defense to Department of War. I don't like that. I think it should be Department of Defense. Department of War means we're the outgoers and doing it that way. No, I like where we're at. I would tell him, don't do that, please. In the grain markets, we saw the grains come out just a while ago, and the crop conditions look still beautiful, and the crops are doing very well. Now, there was another event over the weekend. A whale. Do you know what a whale is? It's a huge trader or a big gambler in Vegas, same thing. They claim that a whale came in and dumped something like 24,000 Bitcoins. First of all, that's a pretty big whale, and it's what has been dropping the market. You know, do I know? I read the stories about it, and that's all I can tell you. And the market is still reeling from it, but wow, somebody believes they know something. And supposedly this person has been in those for years. And again, these are the stories. Do I know? I don't know. I don't, not at all know. They did mention the company the order went through, so that part I assume is true. What we have coming up, though, is Labor Day. And I want to remind you before I go into the charts with you. If you go to our website, iraepstein.com, I have taken down the price of all courses. I don't care if it's the full course. I don't care if it's the outside day course, the Bollinger Band, 30% off our listed price. 3 months of my research, 30% off. 1 year of the research, 30% off. So please take a look at it, take advantage. This will end Labor Day. So now's the time to do it. You can also click up here at any time. It will get you going. I do this every year. A lot of people come in and do this because it kicks off the season, if you will, and the trading typically picks up and gets pretty good from this point through the end of the year, and more volume coming back in. People's vacations are over. Europeans are back at the desks. It takes a change of character. So let's go back to the chart action if we could here, and let me get to it for you. And there we go. All right. So when we look at the S&P, the market's down 0.5% starting the week out. Okay, a little bit of a reaction. It couldn't add to the big move that it had on Friday. Instead, it's pulled back. Not a lot, a small pullback. Nothing earth-shattering at all. The trend is still up, higher lows, higher highs. If you were to finish this way, you can go back into history books. August is typically a terrible month. You'd be at a record high or just about there if the market finished. So it just shows you this market's been unusual. September's often a terrible trading month. I don't believe it's going to be. If August has been good, why wouldn't September? Higher lows, higher highs over the 18-day average. So that tells me maybe we're going to make a new high going for the 65, let's call it 40 level. You'd have to come back through the lows of Friday in order to do any real damage to this chart. And momentum-wise, you're overbought. That's the kink in the armor. I don't like deploying and telling my clients to deploy new money in any market that is overbought or oversold. When we look at the NASDAQ, it keeps rallying back to the line in the sand, the 18-day average, and stalling out. The longer it stays there, the more bullish I become over time. Unlike the S&P, you're not in this market oversold or overbought. The swing line trend is up. The bias is down. It's got to get over these past two highs of Friday and Monday and hold that, and then I think you could be on your way up. In the Dow, you had gone up to the upper Bollinger Band, and you're settling back. And I teach this in the course. Non-embedded reading, first challenge of the Bollinger Band in almost a month. I mean, if you were long, that is the spot that I believe traders took money off the table. Same identical thing in the Russell. Then we look at the DAX, and the DAX is too overbought. This market can pull back and fight a battle at that 18-day average. It refuses to stay out of that overbought condition, and it's not embedded. In the 30-year bond, to get me thinking that there could be some upside, and I don't think it's going to be much than the Bollinger Band, you got to prove you can close over this 18-day average. Haven't done it. All the market keeps doing is going sideways, coming to that number, falling back into the green, the 100-day average, and holding that. The 5-year is a little different. It's trying to be bullish. Now understand, where does the Fed influence go? From the 3-month, the 6-month, the 1-year, the 2-year. You come up and it loses influence from the 5, the 10, the 30. That they don't control that part of the market as much. In the dollar index, you keep running into this average. I thought this would happen in my special report on the dollar, and it is. And I thought gold would ultimately break out to the upside, and it's trying to right now. So I feel good about my last two reports. I'm looking to do another one this week. I'm not sure on what I want to do it yet. In the euro, higher high, lower low, really not ready to do a darn thing. British pound came down into the support of, and this is on Friday, of the 100-day average in green, the 18. It held it. That was exactly where I was talking to you, that I thought the first support would come in. In order to get bullish now, all you got to do is start clearing the highs that you made on Friday and today. Those are important highs. We'll see if they can do it. Bitcoin, don't pick a bottom in this market. It's latched on to the lower Bollinger Band, and it's oversold. If it embeds, it can go lower than we think right here. Not sure what's going on, nor do I really care. I just watch the chart. On the energy market, this 200-day average is proving to be problematic in the OC Brent. You can see that. And when you come to the WTI, we have the same identical thing. That doesn't mean that the near-term trends aren't up. They are in both of these markets. They have higher lows, higher highs over the 18-day average, but that's your first resistance point. The markets are getting overbought. I had told you that I thought maybe we'd get a rally for Labor Day. It is a driving holiday. People will go different places. It's the last big one, because after that we start getting into that colder weather. You drive maybe somewhere for Thanksgiving, but you're used to it. It's already getting in the winter. Higher lows, higher highs. Be careful. This is an area of resistance, and nat gas can't get out of its own way. It just keeps running into this market and having nothing but a hard time with it. Again, IraEpstein.com. You go here, 1/3 off any of the products we have. Take advantage. I'm Ira. See you in the other videos and first thing in the morning flash update. Have a great evening.